everybody. Welcome back to the Bagmen Podcast. We are on Season 2, Episode 16. We're not going to make it to the 25 stock, but we'll get pretty darn close.
If we do one a day, we could.
No, we're not doing one a day. we barely have people that want to come on the way it is. I guess we're intimidating. You think that's what it is? Stop. I got you on camera doing the ooh. Yeah, that's nice. Super intimidating here with the Bagmen Podcast. We've got Oliver on today, one of the students here at CHS, one of the members of CHS 247. He's with the Neapolitan 4 podcast. He's with the Giga Chad's broadcast on Wednesdays as well. Saw a preview of his final project. We'll talk about that a little bit here in a bit. Stock, what do you have for Rewind?
Do you want school rewind or me rewind?
Well, we've got a section labeled Stock the Busy Bee.
Okay, school rewind.
So, school rewind as he yaks into the microphone.
Excuse me, everyone.
Nice.
We had prom 2 Saturdays ago.
Yes.
I think it went okay. I mean, I don't understand modern music or dancing
Stock,
or anything.
Your text to me during the prom was one of my favorite things. I quoted it like 10 times. I get a text halfway through prom because I was only there for 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Took table pictures and then left because I had to set up for post-prom, after-prom, whatever you want to call it. I get a text from Stock. He said, I've turned into Randy Tolley. I'm sitting in the hallway looking at the door. Oh, that was great. I cracked up as soon as I saw that. Yep. So good.
No, but Oliver was there the whole time. I left at 9:30. I actually had a headache pretty much that whole day, and that music did not help me any.
Yeah.
So I left around 9:30 or so.
Yeah, we're old. It makes it a long day on prom.
But you say that, but you were there till 3.
Yeah, I left school at 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So I was here early for the Grand March to set up for that the day before and the day of. And then went to prom for 20 minutes or so, 20, 25 minutes, came back directly here, and then started setting up for after prom at like 7 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And then that didn't start until 11 or 11:30.
Right.
And then I got out of here about 4 o'clock. I got to bed about 4:15.
It
makes for a long day for an old man, Stock.
Good for you for helping out, but honestly, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was a long day.
Is there anything we need to say about Grand March?
I thought Grand March went pretty well.
Yeah, everyone looked good.
Yeah, everybody looked good. We didn't have any major malfunctions wardrobe or audio-wise.
No.
I'm always worried about that as well because all I do for the music is set a playlist and then hit play and then go back up to run the spotlight. I didn't shake too bad on the spotlight. I thought that was good as well.
I had one flub on announcing. That's because one couple was listed twice.
And I didn't notice.
And they were actually standing in their spot number 2, and I announced them for their spot number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's not bad then.
No, it was okay.
No. Yeah.
I just don't.
You didn't call me by the wrong name, so that's good.
Oh, well, nobody goes to Covington. I try to get all the names right, but if you come from a different school and your name has like 18 consonants and 1 vowel,
it's on you.
I'll do my best, but
you have degrees in multiple languages, Stock.
I do. I try.
You do. More than I would.
Romance and Germanic languages, but some of these names seem Slavic.
I will just mispronounce that name and be proud of it and just keep going. Hey, you announced baseball for enough years. You know that rule, right?
Definitely.
You just keep going.
Definitely.
And if you get screamed at by the fans, then you can correct it a little bit.
Change it next time.
And go the next time they get up. Yep.
So I do have one thought on pre-prom.
Yes, cancel it.
I like that.
Okay, that's great. Something I noticed at prom.
Yeah.
Of course, Doug the photographer, he sets up and there's a nice backdrop where kids can get their prom picture taken.
Yeah, Doug and Amy were both out there. They do a great job.
Yeah, they really do. Remember how there used to be lines of kids waiting to get their picture taken there?
Yeah, like 20 kids in the line. Yeah, or 20 couples in the line, yes.
That doesn't happen. And
really?
I don't think too many people got their pictures taken. And here's why I think they didn't.
Interesting.
Right before Grand March, Fountain Trust has a prom at the fountain. And they have a photographer there, don't they?
I don't think.
Well, there were 2 different things this year. They had a thing at the garden, the community garden, and then they had a thing down at the fountain. Yeah. Before anything.
And I think so many pictures are taken there that once they get to prom, they don't really want another one.
Well, I was also told a couple years ago that I can take selfies. That's why I don't need to buy a yearbook. So
that's a statement.
Because it goes along those lines,
you're
right?
The only one in high school.
Yeah. Well, just you and your friends. That's all you care about anyway.
Yeah.
until you can't remember that person's name 20 years from now. How frustrating that is.
Yeah,
But yeah, I thought Grand March went well.
it did.
Prom, for the brief moment I was there, seemed to go okay. I
The
think you
food
bounced a
was
little early.
Yeah, the food was good. They
Fun.
had ham this year.
Oh.
I think this was the first year we had ham.
Yeah, it's usually roast beef with the
Yeah.
mushrooms and
It was ham. What else?
I think there was chicken strips.
Yeah.
It was fries.
Green beans, corn,
Yeah.
mashed potatoes.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Stock. How many times do you think we've been to the beef house for stuff like this?
Oh gosh, this is my.
Amit Shaw figured it up one year,
Yeah.
and if you made honor roll, he had like a bunch of stipulations. If you made honor roll and you were involved in all of these sports and athletic things, and you got to bike county and all this stuff, if you got to every situation you could go to the beef house, it was like 82 or 84 times at the beef house throughout your high school career,
Just
or
as a
through your
student.
school career.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, so like distinguished honor roll gets to go, and you get to go for sports, and you
Right.
get to go for honor banquet and all
Right.
that kind of stuff, and then prom.
This
That's
is-
not including other people's proms.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
my 28th year at Covington, 29th year total. I've been to prom every single year. I've been to every awards banquet. I've been to everything out there. So let's say 3 times a year. What's 28 times 3? Watch me, everyone. I'm doing
Oh no!
math
Here
on
comes the
stream.
math.
Um,
Here comes the boom.
already I'm stuck.
I wish we had an overhead camera.
8 times
that-
3 is 24, right?
Well, you've got a phone right
There's
there.
6 plus 2 is 8.
He has
So
unlimited resources at his fingertips.
that'd be 84 times for me.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And I'm usually right next to you. I felt bad for
Yeah.
bouncing early
Yeah.
this time, but there was no way I was going to get
It's
everything set up for
understandable. It's
after prom.
understandable.
Yeah,
Yeah, the only things I've missed are the things we missed for quarantine.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Probably the same. We try to make it to all the band concerts, and that's
Yeah.
coming up Friday.
Yeah.
We need
Oh, yeah.
we need to mention that. So
Not
if you
just
want to
the
write a
band-
note for that,
Not just the band concert, but
Yeah,
the whole
what do they call that? Fine Arts Festival now?
Festival.
used to be Spring Show. It's now Fine Arts Festival. They do like an art exhibit out in the hallways, and then they have like a band and choir concert. And Aiden, one of your classmates, Oliver, brought up today how much improved and how good the middle school band sounds.
Mm,
And we were impressed at the last
Yes.
concert we went to, Stock.
definitely.
They've come a long way, and they sound really good. We'll just hope they stick with it and carry that on to high school. I think Mr. Hess has done a great job
Oh,
this
he's-
year.
Been amazing.
Yeah, he's a good dude, and I think he's really.
Do you know he has 6 kids?
I've heard that.
He has 6 kids.
The last I heard was someone say 5 or 6. You get to that number, apparently you start missing
they
some.
just blend together.
Yeah.
Along with the Fine Arts Festival, we've had the Darlier Art Festival going on.
Oh yeah.
The awards winners were announced today. I think, did you see the email?
No, I haven't. No.
Okay, it's in your email.
Oh,
We
okay.
have several Covington kids who were awarded prizes,
Oh, it's awesome.
cash prizes or honorable mentions. through
Very
Darlier.
cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah.
So go CHS.
And you can see that out at the Darlier House in Vietersburg for the next couple of days.
Do you know what road that's on or street what's on? I just know that if you go to the park and then you keep going east, you'll run into it.
It's hard to say right now because there's a construction zone
Yes.
right there.
It's like 2 blocks from downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go to Downs,
Yeah.
drive down that street, turn left at the
North.
No. You're at Downs, you're driving north. You're going past the
love it.
old grocery store.
Yes, the food
Okay.
basket.
Okay. You turn left at the library,
Yep.
and the Darlier House is the next building.
It's right there. Yep.
Are you allowed to announce the winners yet?
Um,
Or is it like still?
I guess it's public. I don't.
Probably
should-
just don't have a list.
Well,
That's fine.
I can get it on my email.
He can
but
get it on his email, everybody.
Because I know my brother won one.
Oh, that's
He
awesome.
got like $40.
Is that why he couldn't run Spotlight? Because he was winning awards?
No, he couldn't run Spotlight because he did not want to.
So he could run
He
Spotlight.
could have easily ran Spotlight, but he didn't want to miss class. Which
Well, that's fair. I
guess
get that.
that's fine.
I get that, especially if you're doing important stuff at the end of the year. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. I'll tell him congratulations.
I'll just say this: we have
Oh, yeah, we
two, three first place winners.
more math.
1, 2, 3, 4 second place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 third place, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 honorable mentions.
Wow, that's awesome.
And Liam won second place in Group 2 for mixed media.
Do you know what it was?
I don't know which piece. It
Okay. I guess we'll see it Friday.
Yeah, next
Yeah.
Something called Capstone.
Capstone. Oh, it was probably his.
His big project.
Yeah, I know which one he's talking about. He did a capstone of one of his favorite album covers.
Oh, very
It
cool.
was like nearly photorealistic. It was really cool.
That's cool. I can think of several inappropriate album covers, but hopefully it was an appropriate one.
It was not an inappropriate one.
Okay, good. Good. There are a couple Metallica albums that aren't.
Some
appropriate.
people think the back of Tina Turner's Private Dancer
Here we go.
is inappropriate, but it's not. It's just her legs.
Oh, you went to the thing.
Not yet.
Oh, dang it. Is that's coming up?
That's coming up.
Okay, very cool. I'm excited for that. I want to see how you
Okay.
deal with that. If it's
Something
good enough for you.
There's been a change in plans for that,
Okay.
but you will be excited to hear what the change is.
Oh,
Yeah, that's coming up in Stock's Busy Week.
okay. Busy Bee. Stock the Busy Bee.
Stock Busy Bee.
Yes.
I'll draw a little B down here.
B movie. I'd say D minus. Perfect. You're do it in bold. It needs to be bolded. Okay. Anything else in Rewind we need to talk about? Prom after prom went well, I thought.
I thought it went well.
Did you ride the bull, Oliver?
I did ride the ball. I actually kind of hurt my hip a little bit, which is I'm too young for that.
Hey,
Yeah.
You were absent last Monday, weren't you?
Last Monday, yes, I was.
Recovering from the bull
No, I had a dentist appointment.
because the bull threw him.
Yep.
Had to
That's
get
it.
All my teeth replaced.
He's dangerous. No, I thought it was a fun little after prom.
Yeah.
I know the parents put a lot of work into it. School was completely transformed.
There were some times where you couldn't tell where you were.
Yeah. Like especially walking down towards the varsity gym. They had that whole saloon set up stock out in the hallway, and you really couldn't tell where you were. Like all the walls were blacked off. They had like an actual like swinging door saloon and everything.
That's neat.
It was really, really cool. They put a lot of effort into it. Amazing to see how quick the bowl got put up. Because when those guys got here, they put it up in like 10, 15 minutes. It was insane.
Oh, we were paying by the hour.
That's why they put it up in 10 to 15 minutes. I was playing music in the NPR. We had line dancing in the NPR.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was different. I like that. I like different. There was a bunch of inflatable stuff in the varsity gym and sarsaparilla, I'm assuming, down at the little bar. But it looked like a good time. Looked like kids were having fun. It's just a cool tradition. That
What was your after prom? Did you go?
oh gosh, I went to a couple after proms my senior year. The one that always sticks out to me wasn't mine.
Mhm.
Kelsey's after prom, they did like a casino night,
Mhm.
and they had chips made, gambling chips. They
Yeah.
had the Trojan head on one side. They were
Yeah.
white with gold on the rim. And they had like a bunch of different gambling themed things. That was really, really fun. Ours was kind of like an old school one where, you had pop bottles set up and you did the ring toss, which,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always okay with winning 2 liters. Mine got fuzzier when you did that. Maybe it's yours.
Mine's getting fuzzier on its own.
Interesting.
Mine's a lot fuzzier. I just moved it off that.
Maybe they dropped the EMP while we've been in here, guys.
Oh, dang it.
Dang it. Well, at least we missed it.
Ghostbusters.
And then I went to Fountain Central's after prom that year as well.
Okay.
And they did a like haunted house
Oh, cool.
underneath their bleachers.
Yeah.
So like you
That
walked
sounds
underneath
cool.
that, they had like a fog machine, the lights were off, they had like LEDs on the ground, and
I like that.
yeah, it was really neat. But it's a lot of effort for parents to put in, and
Mhm.
bless them, because if they didn't put it in, nobody else would.
Yep.
Mhm.
And it was junior and senior parents.
See, for
so-
my high school, we
Oh, boy.
had our after prom was either a movie or bowling.
Oh,
It would usually
okay.
flip flop. That's when I saw Beetlejuice, but because I
Don't
was
say it
so,
2 more times.
because I was so tired, I slept through
Hilarious.
it. So I really haven't seen Beetlejuice. But
Well-
we did something like how we do after prom. That's what we did after graduation.
Oh,
Yeah.
like everybody gets together.
Yeah, and all the
That's neat.
prizes were college themed things.
Oh, that's
Actually
cool.
kinda
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yep.
That's a lot of money, but that's a good idea.
It was the 80s. Things were just a little cheaper.
Yeah, that's fair. I thought you were going to say you fetched water from the well.
Nope, that was
Fair.
Davis. I won a string of those running lights, the ones
That
that
was
zip
quick.
back and forth.
Yeah?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
But I didn't want him, so I gave him to my best friend for his graduation.
I tell you, the after prom this year, they give away a lot of cash.
Oh yeah,
A lot of cold hard
I
cash.
think I won like $45.
Oh my, yeah, that's awesome.
Tyra won 70.
What?
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Can't beat that.
No, can't beat that at all.
I should have taken a bunch of it out of the envelopes because I was the one handing it out for most of it.
Well, cash and gift cards too. Like, I got $45. Tyra got 70. My brother got like $50 in McDonald's gift cards.
Heck yeah,
That's like 2 sandwiches.
that's
nowadays.
gold. That's like one McCrispy.
Yeah.
30% off right now. Not sponsored.
But if they want to,
But if they want to, yeah, we'll gladly eat a meal every Monday after the podcast, which we have kind of anyway.
Yep.
We've been several times. All right. Well, that leads us into prom/graduation. You guys are kind of the aficionados. We've already kind of talked about prom. If you guys want to go into graduation, what that entails and what we can expect.
Miss Davis has been bothering me for the past 3 or 4 months.
Just the last 3 or 4 months?
Well, probably the past 28 years. No, she's great. She and I really work well
I love
together.
Miss Davis.
Yeah. It's coming fast. It really is.
No kidding.
For seniors, they will have a meeting with Mrs. Witzman during homeroom
Wednesday.
sometime this. Is it Wednesday?
I thought- I
Okay.
thought-
That's a short meeting then. That's a 15-minute meeting.
Well,
I
all
heard
she
it
has to do is pass out a calendar of the information,
Oh, good.
a list of responsibilities and expectations for proper dress for graduation and stuff, and then say, any questions, get back to class.
Or go to lunch.
I'm going to take this
Yeah,
off.
if it's driving you nuts.
Yes. There, now I'm au naturel.
Kind of makes my day, actually. No, we need to figure out what's going on with that. Is it?
I bet
It's
it's,
got-
just, I bet
It's got to be that cable.
I bet it's a faulty.
It's got to be that cable. All right. Graduation, what is it? The 26th, 27th, 28th? Something. It's the last weekend in May.
25th. at-
Graduation's the 25th?
Graduation
Well,
is
it's quicker
Saturday
than
the
I thought.
25th.
Oh, my gosh.
Baccalaureate begins at 10 o'clock. That usually lasts half an hour or 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's always a good time.
Yep. And then graduation. Oh, baccalaureate, if you don't know, it's a non-denominational religious-based ceremony for the graduates.
Yeah.
Um,
We can ask
Then-
Oliver. Do you have anything planned for that, Oliver?
Anything planned?
For baccalaureate?
We
Do you
got
have
some
a
stuff planned.
speaker, songs? What do we got going on for baccalaureate? Because you're kind of involved in that, right?
I'm the chairman of the committee, so I'm
Okay.
like,
Oh,
heading
Craig.
the whole thing.
we do need your help.
Oh, Lord.
We need a fog machine and a baptismal.
Okay.
It's
Check
gonna,
and check. Do you want strobes? I've got strobes here at the school.
it's gonna go wild.
I got lasers.
No, I have the document here somewhere. For there it is.
I think Oliver is part Borg because he's never without that thing.
Listen.
It does increase his screen time, though.
It
We
does.
found that out the other day.
It does. It does. For the speaker, we have Joe Hummerkaus,
Oh, Pastor Joe.
Pastor Joe, and then
He's a
for
good
the-
dude.
He's a great dude. For the songs, we're doing "Come Thou Fount" and "Jesus Paid It All."
Okay.
Some classics.
Are you guys
there.
going to want those up on the projector screen? The lyrics?
There'll be a lyric video
Okay.
for it. Yeah.
Okay. Good deal. Stock, what's after that? So we
After
go from
that-
baccalaureate in the morning. I think it's what, 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
And then Davis and I hang around and set up all the chairs and the reserve seating for graduation. Then she tells me, you go, I'll stay here, you go. And so then I usually get lunch with you or Zach
Yep.
or somebody,
Yeah, or both.
or both. And then I get back here probably 4 o'clock and start wringing my hands. Then at 5 o'clock, I show up in the NPR where all the graduates are supposed to be.
Yeah.
You say
Um,
supposed to, like they're not actually there.
You're supposed to be there at 5 o'clock
Here we go.
because graduation's at 6. And kids will trickle in for the next
Yeah.
30 or 40 minutes.
And sometimes, like 2 minutes before you're
Yeah.
getting ready to walk out,
Yeah.
you'll see some kids coming in the atrium doors.
Yeah.
And we're trying to herd people at that point.
Yeah.
Because I'm just kind of wandering the hallways, wondering when we're going to start everything. We're down to one screen this year, so
Yeah.
we need to figure out how we're going to do that. But I do have a projector, so
We
that's
just-
already taken care of.
We could buy a big king-size bed sheet. Hang it
Hey,
on the wall.
I'm okay with that. We could just bring the divider down. Is that ever used anymore? That big divider in the
I
middle of the
forgot we
gym?
had that.
Yeah. I remember we used to use it when I was in PE back when I was in high school,
Mhm.
in the 30s.
Well, they used it when voting was here.
Okay.
But
yeah.
now voting's at the Zach's church.
At Zach's
Zach.
church. Boo.
Zach. Give us our voting back.
What a jerk. He hates democracy.
Separation of church and state, Zach.
Yeah, come on.
I have an issue with anybody who hates democracy. Sours, you know this well.
Yes, I do know this very well. Democracy. No, it's in the coffee part, so
Yeah.
it's separated.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. That's what we're going with. By the garage part.
The coffee.
The coffee part. Well, there's a coffee bar right there. Never got coffee there, but it's a nice little
Well,
place.
the bathrooms are closer. Why don't you say the bathroom part?
Well, because, we're elitist with our bathrooms here at CHS. No comment. Bart said hi to you, by the way.
I
Oliver.
saw that.
Okay.
So I was wanting to chat a little bit.
Okay.
Well, it didn't say hi to me.
Yeah.
I bet that's
What a
Zach.
jerk.
Well, he didn't even. He said hi, Olivia.
That's fair.
Zach just texted everyone.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Tell him to comment if he wants to be a real follower.
Zach, comment if you want to be a real follower. He says, quote,
Yes.
I did not make voting at the church, unquote.
What a jerk.
He also forgot his end punctuation.
See? In punctuation, or we're going to mock you on stream.
That's called an English degree, Oliver.
Yeah. Multiple languages.
Multiple languages. It sounds like to me what they need is not a coffee bar, but a good old a tea bar, a good old
Ooh.
cup of liberty.
Liberty, democracy. I like it.
That's horrible.
But we need a sound effect. I do enough of those during the
No
day.
crickets. That's what we
Exactly.
need.
I do have crickets on here. Anything else we need to mention about graduation? Graduation is only like 30, 35 minutes, 40 minutes,
Right.
usually the last couple.
Right.
Are we doing a guest speaker this year?
No guest speaker.
No
There's
guest
just
speaker
nothing.
this year, so it's going to move pretty fast.
If any
pretty
family
quick.
has special seating needs for elderly
Oh,
grandparents
yeah.
or anyone like that, somebody in a wheelchair, please contact the school, contact Miss Davis specifically. You can tell me, but Davis is always the one who ends up organizing all
Yeah,
of that.
she's really good about that.
Also, students can only reserve seats for needy family members. They cannot reserve seats for just general family. So if you have a grandparent with a wheelchair and you want to sit with that grandparent, they'll have their wheelchair spot reserved. But if you want to sit close to them, the whole family needs to come and stake their
Oh,
seats.
okay. I was lost there for a second. Now I'm found.
Yeah.
There's a reference for you.
This is why Davis does all of that. She's very blunt sometimes. No, we're not doing that.
Hey, sometimes that's how you got to do it. That's how it's got to go.
Yep.
Well, this kind of leads us into a rant section. I do have a couple rants.
Okay.
Well,
Well, red letter day. Craig has
they're
rants.
very minimal
Okay.
as far as rants go.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go change our talking points to the rant section stock. You've got yours queued up.
I've got one.
You just got one.
Just one.
Oliver, do you have a rant today?
Do I have a rant?
Yeah. We'll let you think of a rant while I go through
yeah,
mine.
I'll think of a rant.
Okay.
2 rants, not really rants, just suggestions that never get taken.
Okay.
Okay. The first one is baccalaureate attendance,
Mhm.
and by extension, graduation attendance. For baccalaureate, I would love to see more kids come out to baccalaureate.
Mhm.
It's a small class. I'd love to see like at least half the class come out. It's usually like 10 to 15 kids that'll
Yeah.
come out, and they're kind of involved in the stuff that goes on there anyway. But it's also a great time for fellowship, kind of the last time you get together and hang out.
Yeah. That whole day is
Close to like the beef house lunch and the graduation ceremony itself. Those are kind of the last times I ever saw my classmates, like legitimately, because you get summer, everybody goes to work or they're getting ready for college, then you go off to college or the job force, and you just don't see each other anymore
Yeah.
unless you're intentional and you make a point of seeing each other. So that's kind of the last time you get to hang out in a school relaxed environment before you're off into the real world, as they say. So I would want more kids to come out to baccalaureate. I think it's a great service, a great ceremony. You get to hear words of wisdom from Pastor Joe. Awesome dude. It's just a great experience. So please come out and experience it with your class. The second one is, for the love of everything holy, please come in and practice with the microphones. If you are speaking in the graduation ceremony, whether you're introducing someone or you're speaking or you're introducing the video, which Tyra is a part of.
Tyra's doing a couple things. She's doing videos. Emma Holy Cross asked her to introduce her.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
So Like
Very cool.
There's several stuff she's doing. I'm going to tell her to come in.
Yes, and that's the thing. It's like there's not a set time for it, which we probably need to make eventually. There's not a set time for it, but I leave the microphone on. Even if I'm not there, you can come in and practice where there's no pressure, there's nobody there. Bring a friend. We either have kids talk too fast or too quietly or too far away from the microphone. Luckily, we have people that are in radio TV that can actually speak into microphones this year, a lot of them. So that's not as big of an issue. But if you're speaking at graduation, please come in and practice. That's all I really ask of you. Just when we get to go time for the graduation ceremony, people aren't, muttering to each other. I can't hear them, which further compounds the problem of not hearing them. Stock, you had a rant as well.
Well, just my observation on the microphone thing.
Yeah.
I never see anyone adjust the microphone up there. So
No.
you might have a 6-foot kid speak and the next person is 4 foot.
Yes.
You're not speaking into the microphone. Lower it.
Well,
Raise it.
and
Move
I
it.
will tell you that I do set the microphone height for Mrs. Myers. Since she's doing the majority of the talking when she's announcing graduates as they come across the stage. She has to say everybody's name. So that's what it's adjusted to. If you need to adjust it, I'm there to mute the microphone if you move it. I'm there to turn it down. I'm there to turn it up, but I can only do so much with the microphones.
Yeah.
So it is keyed to Mrs. Myers. If you're about her height, you should be okay. But if it's somebody taller or significantly shorter, we might have problems. So
Okay. My rant.
thank you. Yep.
I know it's the end of the year. Kids are getting more slack and whatever. Some teachers are too. That's fine. It's the end of the year. My rant is this. My class is not picnic time. When in the entire year have I let you lay out a blanket, bring in a basket, and starting your fried chicken and lemonade?
Oh, that
Never.
sounds so good.
Are you talking about this because I'm on the show today?
No.
I think I ate an orange once or twice in your class.
Like
Shots
4
fired.
or 5 times 1 week.
He wrote it down in his journal.
No,
It's
because he
documented.
He had this special orange.
it was a special orange.
It's documented.
Oh, I like that. I'm writing that down.
Yep.
That's
You're
a
welcome.
good one.
You're welcome.
I'm documenting it.
Oh, that's great. No, that's one of my pet peeves is, well, we have a computer lab in here.
Yeah.
So if you have food or drinks around the computers, I get
Yeah.
paranoid,
Yeah.
especially around the one I just now got to boot.
Just now.
Just now at the end, that last hour.
You've been working on that all day.
Yeah, a good 2 hours.
And I'm exaggerating with the basket and everything, but just all of this little crinkle, crinkle, crinkle.
It's like church
Yes.
where somebody's opening a Werther's original.
And if you're going to do it,
In
I'm
slow
going to give
motion.
you the evil eye, but don't you dare leave your trash on my floor.
Oh yeah, that's annoying.
Oh, that would be annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I have a vacuum
Okay, that's
in my-
rant number
my
2.
class.
Get your trash off my floor.
You had 2 rants?
Yeah,
Man,
it's
look at
not
this guy.
picnic time and get your trash off.
And the price of McChickens.
Oh, yeah. The price of everything.
Price of everything. That's so true. Can't afford to live.
Nope.
Man,
Why is McDonald's so expensive?
because it's so good.
I'm going to have to eat healthy now.
yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, but your healthy alternative is eating a foot of bread at Subway. A legitimate foot of bread. Who thought that was healthy?
I only get half a foot. Oh, can I share something?
Go ahead.
I found a new YouTube channel and it's great.
Okay, what do you got?
You probably know about it, but you keep everything to yourself.
I do.
It's called You Suck at Cooking.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All you see are 2 hands and narration.
It's really good.
You never know the guy. I did research. Who is this guy? Nobody knows who the guy is.
It's kind of like what Binging with Babish used to be,
Okay.
where he would just voice over,
Yeah.
and it's just his hands doing all the meals. He's on camera now. I actually really like. Have you ever watched Tastemade Channel?
No.
Tastemade Channel has a show called Struggle Meals, and it is fabulous. He has a whole drawer of just condiments that he swiped from stores, and he's like, "Oh, we'll add some free flavor," and he'll put like a packet of soy sauce in it. It's fantastic though. It's called Struggle Meals. If you get a chance to watch it, host is very charismatic. He's fun to watch. They're really short, like 15-minute videos, but it's really good.
Well, those on You Suck at Cooking, they're only like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah,
But the one to boil an egg is 8 minutes. And I won't tell you why.
because that's how long it takes to boil an egg stock. You should know that by now.
In his style of
I
presenting,
figured out what your shirt reminds me of.
it takes 8 minutes.
Oliver, can you guess what his shirt reminds me of?
Can I guess what your shirt reminds me of?
It's a
I don't know
video.
if
It's a video game.
It's a video game?
Yep.
Okay, then it's not what I was thinking.
It's Walmart.
It's a video game that's getting phased out. It's a
Mario
Nintendo
Kart?
video game.
Mario Kart.
No, but that's a good guess.
Oh, getting phased out?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Can anyone guess? Throw it in the comments if you can guess.
What's
Bart, if you're still
Like,
here,
are the servers getting shut down, or is it like...
I'm just
what's
going to
that
say
one with
it's getting phased out.
Alucard, Dr. Alucard.
It's not that.
Is it Fortnite?
It's not Fortnite. Oh my gosh. I'll give you one of the characters' names.
Okay.
Tom Nook.
No way.
Dude, look at the pattern.
They're phasing out Animal Crossing?
Yeah, I mean they're coming out with a new one when the Switch 2 now.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Dude, is it,
They're phasing out New Horizons? Or
Yes.
like the series as a whole?
no, not the series as a whole, just New Horizons.
Oh, they've been doing that for years.
Yeah, that's fair. You got to have new IPs, new properties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unless
I
you're
just now figured that out. Oh my goodness. Crazy. Stock,
Yes.
that leads us to Stock the Busy Bee.
Stock the Busy Bee.
So
Well, hold
I
on,
wasn't
hold on,
really
hold
clued in on this.
I have a
Go ahead.
rant. I have a rant.
Oh, Oliver has a rant.
Yeah.
I have a
Well,
rant.
let me go back to the rant
Okay,
section. And
We're not used to a guest having a rant.
there we go. Oh,
I do
very
have a
few.
rant.
Yeah.
It's the student body
Okay.
Ooh.
and apathy.
Okay.
Just the complete unwillingness to participate in something, specifically the senior play.
Oh yeah, tell us about the senior play. That was this last weekend. You were part of it.
I thought it was really fun. I thought it went super well, and I wish more people would have participated.
Mhm.
Because if you take even last year's senior play to this year, everybody, I think every senior, barring a couple of them, were in the senior play last year. But this year we had 9. We had 9 people.
Yeah.
Out of a class of what, like 50 something?
I think you're graduating close to 60, right?
Right
Is that what
around
it is
60,
now?
63, I think.
Yeah, maybe. I've got a few that are.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, let's
Got
hope.
3 more weeks.
I will say, before you go into detail, you can tell us about the play. Karma and Emma were last minute lighting and sound people. I thought they did fantastic.
Oh, they did a great job.
Yeah, from when I was there, I thought they did great. Everything went really well from what I saw. Nora gave me it's time to leave after about 35 minutes, so we took off and then unpacked later. But go ahead. What was the play about?
So it was
Give some details.
it was called the Wild and Wacky Variety Show, and it was just little 4 or 5 minute skits that like their own little mini stories, their own short stories.
Yeah, similar to what the elementary put on this year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a variety show.
All you had to do to participate, you could take one role in one show if you really wanted to. That'd be 4 or 5 minutes. You had maybe at max 15 lines to memorize. Super easy. I did it in a night, right? But nobody wants to because, and I think it has a lot to do with the internet and phones.
Mhm.
Okay.
When you have the world at your fingertips, right? It is so easy to just not leave the house
Yeah,
and not participate.
and TikTok brain's a real thing.
100%.
Yeah.
So that's
That's
something.
why it's banned.
Yeah, and we see that as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we see that all the time
Yeah.
as well. So it's a real thing. Unfortunate too, because like we said, it went off really well.
Yeah.
Um,
Something Davis and I
Yeah.
have noticed in your class, there's not a lot of unity. There are a lot of individuals.
Mhm.
do you think it's a societal thing, or do you think it's just this class?
I think it's starting to be everyone everywhere.
I think it's influenced heavily by
Yeah.
society. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But small community, you shouldn't be like that.
exactly.
Yeah. And there's something to be said with just hanging out with your friends in the time you have here, especially seniors and the senior play. This is a great opportunity because you guys are doing practice before school, I believe.
No.
There were people in Sebastian's room.
Oh,
really?
yes, before school. Not. I thought you were talking like really.
Oh, no,
before
no.
school. No, we
Like before school started in the morning.
we'd get there at 7:15,
Mhm.
Tuesdays and Fridays,
Okay.
and you only had to show up if that was your part being practiced.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Since it
And-
wasn't like a big coherent thing, like it wasn't a giant play, we could like separate it a little bit. There would be some groups that would practice on Tuesdays, some would practice on Fridays.
Yeah.
Like very, very easy to work around people's schedules.
Accommodating.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there were several people that had multiple parts.
Yeah, several.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have
Yeah.
members to participate.
Absolutely.
Sowers and I see the same things at the teacher level.
Yeah.
We have some teachers who have never been to prom, some who've never gone to a band concert. Some
I-
that don't go to
I
sports.
would like to. I would like that to at least turn around with graduation.
Mhm.
I think graduation is a great celebration for what these kids have accomplished over 13 years. Some of them in the Covington School Corporation. Yeah, it's really fuzzy on the headphones now. And if you were a part of that, you should be part of the celebration as well.
Mhm.
I know it's inconvenient. It's after school. It's after school. Let's out for the summer. People have plans. I get that.
Yeah.
But it's a half hour, and you walk in together as a group. You sit together as a group. You kind of say, "Hey, congratulations" as a group, and then you're off.
Yep.
An hour tops
Yep.
of your time after school ends, and I would love to see more teachers partake in that. I know. I don't want to say this incorrectly because you're sitting next to me. But what's three people? You put I at the end. You, Davis, and I.
It depends on whether you're using it as a subject or an
Yeah,
object.
we're all the same stuff. So we go to band concerts, we
Yeah.
go to all this kind of stuff
Yeah.
because we like to celebrate the kids and we like to celebrate their accomplishments, or we've been dragged into doing sound or lighting. All kinds of different situations. But I think that graduation is kind of the ultimate of that.
Yeah.
Senior awards, probably secondary. I still really enjoy watching the kids get awards,
Yeah.
like scholarships and stuff, and celebrating them. So I'll go to that.
Well, remember when we used to give out?
And you said that
our
was next
awards?
week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Middle school still does.
Mhm.
So I get that email still. But we used to give, best in class awards, like
Yeah.
pins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then we did it during school.
Mhm.
And then we just kind of don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And it was nice to recognize kids that maybe don't get recognized for other stuff or get recognized for academics as much. But I would ask or plead that if you get an opportunity, come out to graduation.
Yeah.
It's a good time. You get to see a lot of people in the community that you
Yep.
probably won't see out in the community other than just at graduation. You get to see family members. You get to see the influences that these kids have had throughout their school careers as well. So I think it's really cool. You should come out. Say hi to me. I'll be behind the stage probably. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. That's not a biblical reference.
Just
That's a Wizard of Oz reference.
bring Craig a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I'll
Coming
take-
from a student
take a cup of
perspective,
coffee.
though,
yes.
like I'll take French for an example.
Okay.
I know like you go to graduation, so this doesn't really apply, but like you are many students' French teacher,
Mhm.
but you're
Yeah.
the only French teacher those students have, right? And
Yeah.
like sometimes we as humans forget the impact that we can have on an individual
Mhm.
when we see them as a group. So teachers might not realize the influence they have on a student, but that student, like, you might mean a lot to that student.
Mhm.
And like going there and supporting could be like very meaningful to them.
Yeah.
Like I have teachers from years ago that like I still hold very near and dear to my heart because they had such a huge impact on me.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was surprised when we had Max on. Was it the first time we had Max on?
Depends.
We asked, I forget if it was our questions
Speed
or
round.
somewhere.
It was a speed round.
Okay.
Yeah.
We asked, who do you remember as your favorite teacher?
Yeah.
He said me.
Yeah. As an influence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I never would have thought that.
Yeah.
He was a great kid. I enjoyed him.
Yeah. And it's the
Yeah.
same with teachers and, peers.
Yeah.
Like you don't realize who you're impacting even in the halls or in the classroom or anything like that until, years later when they say, hey, you're the reason I went into engineering or something
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like that, So that kind of stuff does happen.
And there are some times when it's the kids who keep us coming back every day.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, can I name names?
I mean, you can go first names.
I'll go last name too.
Okay, that's fine.
Seth Williamson.
Yeah. Oh, you
There
mean
were-
former students?
yeah, former
yeah,
students.
Yeah.
There were some days I came to school just to see him.
Yeah.
He's a fun kid.
He's a good dude.
And he made every day better.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Good dude. Just saw his sister the other day.
Yep. It was her birthday or the mom's birthday.
I don't know, actually.
It was a birthday post, but
Yeah.
both of them were in it, so I don't know whose birthday it
Oh,
was.
that's fun. Perfect. That brings us up to Stock the Busy Bee. Stock,
Okay.
what do you have on your plate?
Well, it all started Saturday. I didn't get to go to the play because, one, I heard it in class.
We were practicing during creative writing.
And two, I had plans on Saturday. I went to Indianapolis to the IU Natatorium to watch the American Cup diving competition.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, it's the last major international competition before the Olympics. And I've been following several French athletes on what's the one with the pictures? Instagram? Yeah.
Are you an Instagram stock?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
You're so fancy.
I know what the kids are into.
Yeah.
Ugh. But one of them,
Stop that.
last Monday, he made a post heading to Indianapolis tomorrow. And I thought, what?
Why not?
So
Yeah. That's a cool place too.
Yeah, I looked in what was
Yeah.
going on. That's actually my second time being there. Guess what my first was?
David Bediah.
Nope.
I don't know. Greg Louganis.
Nope. I was a senior in high school. They filmed a movie there called Diving In, and my high school band was the pep band at this diving competition.
Oh, hilarious.
And you can see the back of my head.
Are you credited?
I don't know if
It just
if
says
my name's
band
on there.
member stock.
Probably. But no,
that's great.
we were there. It was fun. But Alexis Gendard, he's the French athlete that I went to see. Absolutely incredible diver. He's an ex-gymnast who wasn't achieving as much as a gymnast as he wanted to. And somebody suggested, why don't you try diving? Because it's a lot of the same moves and flips.
Yeah.
And 2 years ago, he was second in the world. So he found his sport. He found where he fits.
Yeah. Those swimmers as athletes transfer over to other
yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
crazily.
Yeah.
There's a bodybuilder who's really, really popular on social media. He started out as a diver, and he's just gigantic now.
Okay.
But he started out as a diver, super athletic.
All right.
Who is that?
Oh shoot, what's his name?
David Bodine.
Sam.
Sulik?
Yes, he started out as a diver. Did
Really?
you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah. Well, you look at his shoulders, you can kind of tell.
Yeah,
It's
a little bit.
Very broad shoulders. Stock Peggy says, my rant: go support the sports teams.
Yes.
They are good and fun to watch, and you get to
Yes.
listen to Stock
Yes.
announce the boys baseball.
Yes.
You get to listen to our own Paxton announce for the girls softball.
We swept Fountain Central in baseball this year.
Good. Forget you, Fountain Central.
Yeah, first time we've swept them in maybe 15 years.
We slayed the Mustangs.
Yep.
I like
It was
that.
2-1 and then 8-0.
I believe the girls split
Okay.
because they won the Wednesday game and then lost the Thursday game.
Yeah.
8-3. That's
Yeah.
when I got out to see one of our former guests, Mr. Mike Cross.
Okay.
So I got to talk to him. That's always a fun visit.
Well, tomorrow we'll get to see Mr. Mike Holland.
Oh, that's always a
because
fun one.
We'll be playing at Seeger tomorrow. We were supposed to play Seeger here today, but it's been canceled and rescheduled
Yeah, doubleheader.
to a doubleheader tomorrow.
I felt bad for the JV boys team because they still have to play tonight.
Yeah.
They're the only ones that have to play. Have you been to Seeger since they put the new dugouts in?
I have not.
Oh my goodness. Gorgeous.
Okay.
Like pro level dugouts.
Well, this leads me into tomorrow.
Yes.
I have a hair appointment after school,
Oh,
and then I may go to the baseball games,
okay.
or at least part of them.
It's a fun place to watch a game
Yeah.
out there on the
Yeah,
prairie.
it really is. It always has been.
Yeah.
Now, some of you may be wondering, ooh, Stock looks like he has floofy hair. That's because
I think anybody's wondering.
I missed my last haircut. The lady who cuts my hair, there was a family emergency and she had to cancel. She was going to reschedule, but I know how rescheduling
Yes.
everyone can be.
Yes.
And I told her, don't worry about me. I'll just take my next appointment. And that's tomorrow. And now I wish I had rescheduled.
And here we are.
Because this has been bothering me,
Is-
especially in the back. I feel like I have a mullet.
Is this a relative of the person who cut your hair?
Yes.
Freshman year. How funny is that? I got your picture from the same yearbook, Stock.
Oh, no. All those rosy cheeks.
And then
And
Vin
food.
Diesel's brother. Love it. Peggy says she'll be there.
Oh,
So
yay.
awesome.
Okay.
So look out for Peggy, our number one fan.
Yep.
We're Peggy's big fans as well.
We are.
We are big fans of Peg.
On Wednesday, I head to the dentist for my 6-month cleaning.
Okay.
And that gets me all ready for Thursday. For Christmas, Joey and Danny Holt got me tickets to see the Tina Turner musical in Indianapolis.
Is that the name of it? It's just the Tina
No,
Turner?
it's called Tina,
Okay.
the Tina Turner musical.
Okay. I thought it was
that
named
like-
after the little girl from Bob's Burgers.
Is that like High School, the musical, the series?
Yes, just without Zac Efron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zac
Zac Efron playing Tina Turner.
And a few more high heels, probably. But our plans have changed. Joey and Danny were going to go with me. For some
Yeah, that was the
reason-
plan.
Yeah, for some reason,
Yeah.
Danny can't go.
Oh.
So now there's an extra ticket.
Oh, man.
I'll go.
Oliver's going.
How about Marilyn Kochel?
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
She's taking the ticket. The three of us are going.
That would be so much fun.
We're going to have a blast.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome. So
you don't know Marilyn Kochel.
you, Mrs. Kochel, and Joey. Then.
Joey, yeah.
Perfect.
Might I ask, is that the Maryland of?
No, it's not Maryland's
no,
Village.
no.
That would be my grandma.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, show some
Mrs.
respect.
Kochel isn't my grandma.
That'd be fun if she was, though.
Oh my goodness.
She was the middle school counselor for many years, and she is just a great, fun lady.
She's
up for anything.
definitely full of life.
Full of life.
Yes.
Her husband passed away, how long ago?
Oh, it's been a minute.
5, 6 years?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah. She sings with the Sweet Adelines. If you're in the Danville area and you see the Adelines are singing, go listen to them. They're great.
Yeah, she's good people.
There's also, can I share this?
I don't know. I'm
Wait.
kind of leery right now.
No, you'll be happy to hear this,
Okay.
probably. She asked me years ago, would you want to sing in a barbershop quartet? Because
Oh,
the Sweet Adelines were starting a men's barbershop quartet.
oh, this is amazing. Ice cream.
I told her, no, thank you.
why?
One of the first things the barbershop quartet did,
Yeah.
they sang the national anthem at a Cardinals game.
Oh, how sick is that? I set you up for the Music Man Barbershop Quartet right there too, Stock, and you didn't jump in on it.
Didn't finish.
Ice cream.
I've been in the Music Man, but I've never
Again, he
seen the
didn't do
Music
it.
Man. I've never seen the Music Man
The one with Preston or the one with Broderick?
either.
Really?
Neither.
Wow.
And I was only
That's really
in it-
disheartening.
I was only in it because at IUK,
I wanna
Indiana
lick a 9
University
volt.
at Kokomo, they were doing the Music Man, and they needed a band, a marching band, to march in playing 76 trombones. And so the only part of the Music Man I know is 76 trombones.
trombones lit the big parade.
Well, I can't
it's
really say
so
that.
good.
I can't really say that because I never really learned the music, so I wasn't playing.
That was one of the VHS tapes that my grandma had. So I've seen it several times. Oliver, have you partaken in the Music Man?
I have not.
So good. A young Opie, Ron Howard, is in the original.
Okay.
They actually, Robert Preston,
Mhm.
he was the guy that was on Broadway with it.
Yeah.
And they just liked him, and he just filled into the movie role instead of, recasting
Okay.
for it. So kind of a cool little nod to actual, musicals.
Yeah. And then Friday, I am taking off
Oh, man.
just to recover.
Shots fired. You're not going to Fine Arts?
Well, we have a home baseball game, and I do.
And you
plan-
can walk through the hallway
Yeah, and I can walk through the
during
hallway.
the day.
But I do
Yeah.
plan on announcing the baseball game that night.
Okay.
But I want to sleep in.
Is
Yeah,
it the
that's fair.
policy that if you miss school, you can't go?
I think so. Are you going to be here for half day?
No,
Oh, man.
because at 2:00 I have an appointment with James.
He's truant. I think you mean Little Spoon. I still call them that. If you guys didn't know,
I forgot about that.
if I yelled it out the car door out the car window. He's talking to James Foley.
Yes.
James Foley and his now wife were dating in high school. They went to after prom together, and they wore matching shirts as some do to after prom.
Yeah.
One said Big Spoon, one said Little Spoon. So I've called James Little Spoon ever since, and that's been a few years. And I call his wife Big Spoon. So I yelled it out the car window yesterday, actually, as they were landscaping on the backyard. So that's Big Spoon and Little Spoon.
Was his shirt even the little spoon, or did you just force that upon
I don't remember, because I always made a joke, and I can't remember if it was my joke that I thought was hilarious or if I thought their shirts were funny. Because it's not appropriate for air, my joke. Because James, as you know, also worked at Overpass.
Yep.
So you can be PC during the day and then not as PC at night. Yeah, love it. And then anything for the weekend, Stock? For Stock the Busy Bee?
No. Let's see. What's on my list? I've crossed off everything except for Oliver stuff.
Oliver. Oh, I just wanted to talk about the play. That was all.
Oh,
Oliver stuff.
yeah.
Oliver, what do you got planned for this weekend?
What do I have planned for this
Yeah.
weekend? I have to work on Saturday,
Okay.
but otherwise, I'm not
Oh, I
really
saw
doing
how you
anything.
work yesterday.
Did you?
I drove into the
Jeez,
car
shots
wash,
fired.
Oh yeah.
and here's Oliver sitting on his phone.
Yep. Oh well, if there's no
Well, that's-
cars, if I don't have anything to do, I'm sitting on my phone.
That's what leads to the screen time.
Yes, 100%. That
I
you're
love it.
lucky you didn't catch me playing Stardew.
Ooh.
What, do you
That's
dance
nice.
around the parking lot when you do that?
No, I'll take
That would be
I'll
so
take my
funny.
Steam Deck.
Steam Deck.
Yeah,
That would be
it's,
so
it's a
funny.
video game, Stardew Valley.
Is it a VR game?
No. I just play it on my Steam Deck.
No, it's an RPG.
It's like a farming simulator.
Mhm.
Message
Kinda like
from
Pal
mom.
World.
Message from mom.
Oh no,
Oh boy.
is she gonna call me out?
Kind of. She says, I saw Robert Preston in Music Man in Chicago when your
Oh!
dad and I were dating.
How cool is that?
And
Did she get a playbill?
Do you
Oh,
have
'cause
a
it-
playbill, Mom?
Oh, that'd be amazing.
See if you have the playbill
Oh my
still.
gosh, how cool is that?
Do you know the Man of La Mancha
Yeah.
and his big song "To Dream
Yes.
the Impossible Dream"? That came out when she was pregnant with me, and she says every time the big bass drum hit, I kicked.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's such a cool story, though. How neat is that? That was my favorite musical growing up.
So we've got 3 viewers.
Yeah,
Four.
at
Four. We've
least,
got
man.
Zach, Mom, Peggy, and Bart.
Yep, there we go. It's all we really need in life. All right. Anything else, Doc?
Um,
Before we go to the speed round? The
I want to thank you, Craig,
Oh, Lord.
for giving me the words document.
Yes, I love that.
I have a
We-
feeling
we
I'll
need
be
to
hearing
do-
about this tomorrow in creative writing.
You
Yes.
might.
We
You
need to
might.
do like a biography on stock, and we'll call it the Stockumentary.
That is perfect.
Yes, I love
No,
it.
when I retire.
Yes, like this is your life.
Put my yearbook thing
We'll
in
give
there.
you the rocking chair for retirement, and
No,
you can
thank
sit
you.
there with a blanket, like a CT blanket, as you watch the Stockumentary. Oh, that's amazing! I love this so much.
I wish we had footage.
Oh, man.
Because
We
we,
need-
can start
we-
recording now.
We need to start recording. Yeah,
do.
I mean, I've got his high school picture and stuff. So,
Mom says no playbill.
oh man, that's such a cool story, though.
Mom, you have failed Craig.
Oh man, you have failed this city.
The Sasquatch.
Oh my goodness, here we go.
Just turn into Batman.
Yes. Well, it's no Oliver Queen. Oliver Queen from Arrow
Mhm. Green Arrow.
on is it
CW.
WB or CW?
It was CW,
CW.
yeah.
He always used to say in the first season, "You failed this city." That was his big thing. Which also my best find ever at the bargain bins. I found the pilot for the first episode. Oh, we lost the static. I found the pilot for the first episode, and
Was it me? Is it back? Is
it
me?
was signed by everybody on the cast.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So I looked it up. It's about $500 value.
And you bought it for?
It was the second day, so $5.
Wow.
It was at the bottom of one of the bins,
Did you
signed,
actually buy it?
authenticated. Yeah, I gave it to my mom because she was a really big fan of Arrow.
There's still static there.
Yeah, it just came back.
It just came back. It's got to be you.
Sorry, kids.
Ugh, stock. Come on now. All right, speed round.
Speed round.
Speed round.
What we do here, Oliver, we ask you a question and you tell us the answer.
Okay.
Ooh, you might be able to give us a little insight on some of these answers too, because he's had a unique experience with school.
Yeah.
How so?
Oh, we're gonna find out.
You're redheaded.
Oh,
That's it.
That would be it.
What brought you to Covington?
What brought me to Covington? Online school wasn't doing it for me. So I went first through fourth grade. I was homeschooled, and then my dad took a job at CCS as the principal administrator.
Mhm.
So we moved there and went there fifth through eighth because they didn't have a high school program. And this was right in the middle of the COVID scare. So we weren't sure about if we even wanted to go to a public school. And then I really wanted to try an online high school because I wanted to learn how to be independent.
Mhm.
Turns out I can't. I got way behind. It wasn't working.
It's
So,
better to find out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's more the rule than the exception
Yeah.
with a lot of that. Yeah.
So we were looking at other options. We were looking at Faith Christian, Lafayette. And then we ultimately decided that it would be good if I got like some social skills experience going to public school. So that's what brought me here.
Yeah, we're still waiting on those, right?
Yes.
Wow.
100%.
Wow.
Still waiting on those.
I love it.
But honestly, initially I was really nervous about it, and I didn't think I was going to like it. But I've grown to really love it here. So
And
Yeah,
you
you've
got a
integrated yourself really
girlfriend.
well. Well, you've integrated yourself in everything really well. And you just talked about the play, major part of the play, kind of the driving force of the play, actually,
And he's going to Ball State.
and going to Ball State, which, I mean, that's a extra point in Stock's book.
Yep. Which
I
is
need all the
that
points I
matters.
can get in stock.
That's all that matters.
It's all that matters. Going to Funcy.
But he's going into meteorology and not French, so that's
Maybe you can
minus a
do.
point.
Maybe you can do a report in French.
Maybe I could.
Ooh.
There you
Or
go.
Tell me what the weather's like in France.
Ooh,
I'll document it for you.
Okay, yeah.
Partly cloudy with a chance of protest.
Hey,
Too soon? Too soon?
what do you mean too soon? It's all the time.
It's constant. Yeah.
That's what they do.
That's how they roll.
What does Trojan Pride mean to you?
Trojan Pride, honestly, it's about involvement and activity. Like you said, like I've integrated myself. Like it's you get pride and I don't know, a sense of accomplishment when you actually participate in your community. Because without that participation, then you don't feel like a Trojan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can get that Trojan pride once you start to participate and act as a group. Because until then, you're gonna feel like an individual, just surrounded by other individuals. That kind of goes back to the unity issue.
Yeah.
Not just an individual, but an outsider too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sense of community is part of what makes life enjoyable at whatever stage of life.
Yeah.
Whether you're a student or an adult.
Yeah. Well, Oliver's heard me
Yeah.
rant several times in class, even if it's not his class. He heard me ranting to the CS2 class the other day about.
And he was in English, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. He was down the hall. No, he heard me ranting about PEP sessions in general.
Yeah.
And involvement from the student body in PEP sessions and like just the apathy and like complaining about. I was like, guys, you get out of class, all you have to do is cheer for your peers. Cheer for somebody other than yourself.
Or just
like,
stand
get
and
outside of
clap.
yourself and just enjoy the community aspect of it. And it was a pretty long rant, but I think it's poignant and I think it's applicable to society right now where we're dealing with a lot of apathy. And as you were a spirit lifter, and you see that from the other side, looking at the crowd, and where people are staring at their phones or talking to their friends instead of getting involved with what's going on the court. I imagine that's a little frustrating.
Oh, it's definitely frustrating. And I think it's dangerous too, because once, like, take it from an administrative perspective. Okay. So you're setting up a PEP session and like you have to balance like community participation and education. And
Sure.
when community participation stops becoming a priority for students, when they stop participating, when nobody cares, then as an administrator, you're going to look at that and say, why are we even doing this?
Yeah.
And then it's going to stop. And then you're going to have even less community participation until you have a society of individuals.
Yeah. I think that's kind of where things are headed.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
We
need to turn that boat around. Turn the beat around, Stock. Turn the beat around. We're not going to get copyrighted. No.
Has there ever been a person or event in your life that impacted you?
A person or event?
Yes. That kind of changed the course of everything.
I mean, I could take it from both ways. There's been a person, there's been a specific event that I can think of. As far as a person, that would be my 7th and 8th grade teacher, Derek Petro. He completely transformed the way that I look at a lot of things. He's acted as almost kind of a mentor for me. And once I graduated from CCS, he stopped being a teacher to me and started becoming more of a friend, which is something that like I don't have with any of my other teachers. Like the only other teachers that I talk to outside of school are my family who are teachers. Like my aunt, like she taught me for 3 or 4 years and I see her all the time, but he's the only one that like I have an active relationship with. And he's had a huge impact on me and how I operate on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
Event that would be shoot, I just had it. Event
Prom,
no.
after prom.
Probably coming here to the public school would be that event for me.
Yeah.
Because I see this a lot with my friends sometimes, my friends who haven't gone to a public school system, who are still homeschooled or do online. They seem to have a very negative outlook towards like the public school. Like, and I used to operate under that mindset as well. And then it like once I became a part of the community, that mindset kind of left when I realized, like, yeah, these are my peers. Like, these are the people that I will grow up with for the rest of my life. I will always be the same age as the rest of these people, you know? And I think that kind of shifted me from I'm going to use biblical terms here. It shifted me from a live in the world, not of it, right? I used to have that mindset of living out of the world was complete isolation, right? But now I understand how to live in the world without becoming the world, right? So I can interact with my peers. Like, I can have respectful disagreements, but like, they're still my peers, and I can still love them like my peers, you know? So I'd say that has had a huge impact on me.
Sure.
Okay. And where do your oranges fit in with that?
Where do my oranges fit in? It was from Derek. He showed me those oranges when I went up to his house in October, and I've been hooked on them. They're amazing.
And tell us, what kind of oranges are they?
They're Cara oranges.
And why are they so good?
Why are they so good? They are very sweet, and they are very big.
Until you go to Meijer to buy them. Am I on the screen? Put me on the screen.
You're on the string.
Rant,
Go ahead.
rant,
Rant.
rant. Until you go to Meijer to buy them, and all the oranges are in the other boxes, and you think you're getting one, and it's just a regular orange. Okay.
Yeah, you got to go to Walmart. They have them at Walmart, and they're in special packages.
You sound so disappointed.
I went there especially for that, because he said, "Oh, they're so good. Here, Tyra, try a piece. Here, Trinity, try a piece."
That's why you don't like the picnicking in class, because I didn't give you an orange. I'll bring in an orange for you.
Next question.
Yeah, you can have crackers and cheese, but let's keep the wine at home.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Okay, I had a similar conversation in creative writing today. 1 trillion lion-sized suns, or 1 sun-sized lion?
Spell sun.
S-U-N.
I mean, I could take either one.
I'd have to. It was the heat. It was the heat.
Oh, I could take it.
You could take the heat
Yeah.
of 1,000 or 1 trillion.
Yeah.
Lion-sized
I
suns.
don't know if you realize this, Oliver. I crashed here as a baby from my dying planet of Krypton. It would just make me stronger.
That explains it. That would
So,
explain it.
so there we are on that.
Plus, you could just kick it and you wouldn't feel anything. in your
Exactly.
foot.
The beard doesn't burn.
But so I'll answer with the same answer I did with the sun and the lion. It would have to be the duck-sized horse, the single one. Or no, the other way around.
The horse-sized duck.
Horse-sized duck.
Yes. So you'd rather fight one than many.
Yes.
See,
Okay.
I would go with the duck-sized horses.
Is that the popular answer? What do I?
No, everyone says horse-sized duck.
I think it's all about how you approach problems, really. I think this is the problem solving. Would you rather fight like 1,000 little deadlines, or would you like do one big project that covers a bunch of different stuff?
But when you kick, you'll take out like 3 or 4 at a time.
Yeah, if you kick like Tina.
Oh, heels. Get my heels
There
on.
you go. That leads us to the other.
That
From
gives
last
you like
season.
a piercing effect too. Like if you stomp.
Oh, FYI,
He's going Civil War technology. He's got like a curved heel, so it doesn't heal. You get
FYI,
gangrene.
everyone, my Tina costume no longer fits.
Oh, that's tragic. That is tragic. Oh man.
My size 10 mini skirt.
Oh my
doesn't
goodness.
fit anymore.
Holy moly. How old is that?
Oh, college.
That's
1990.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. I love it.
Last question.
Yes.
What do you want your legacy to be at CHS? Or we could expand that. What do you want your legacy to be in life? What do you hope to accomplish or leave?
So in CHS, I hope to inspire a sense of community. I try to get people involved. So like with the lighting and the sound for the play, I think I asked maybe 10 different people.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
did Liam say?
Liam said yes. and
He did say yes originally.
He did say yes initially. But like just trying to get people involved. I never want to make someone feel like I've left them out or that I don't like them, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Just-
Oh, like when you pass out pieces of orange to everyone?
Wow, he's not going to let that die.
He's
You
never
realize that,
gonna let
right?
die. I'll bring you a full orange.
If you can find it. Apparently it's very elusive.
But like inclusivity, not
Yeah.
not to the point like with I've seen the conversation around like the gaming community, like
Mhm.
the forced inclusivity, but I just want people to feel like they could start a conversation with me and it wouldn't be awkward, right?
Sure. You're talking the DEI stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the whole idea of like thinking globally and acting locally, right? You want to change the world, you start with these small communities and you include these people, and maybe it's outside of their realm of something they'd normally get into, but if you invite them, they're much more likely to say, "Hey, I like that guy, maybe I like what he's into."
Mhm.
So, hopefully we get to that point. Hopefully we get to that point with band. If you are musically gifted, go out for band, go out for
Yeah.
choir, go out for something. Go out for the play, make it a musical.
And you'll never know if you don't try.
Exactly. And I'm gonna pitch something to you that I
Okay.
forgot to do in the rants.
Okay.
After we're done.
Okay.
Is this what I think it is?
It's the movie.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sock.
No, I didn't have anything.
And then
Oh, I thought we were gonna do Sock.
Oh, you want to?
We can.
Okay.
We've been doing it lately.
Okay. In the morning.
Okay.
Sock, sock, shoe, shoe, sock, shoe, sock, shoe.
okay. It'd be sock, shoe, shoe.
Okay. And where are your pants? Is it pants, sock, sock, shoe, shoe, or sock, sock, pants, shoe, shoe?
Okay. Pants first, then socks, then shoes.
Wrong.
Stock disagrees with you.
Wrong
I disagree
answer.
with you entirely. But
Wrong
stuff.
answer.
You disagree with me entirely?
Yeah, it's sock, shoe.
Nope.
Yeah. I'll sit there for hours with one sock and shoe on.
That
And no
that
pants.
pains. Sorry, that pains me.
Yeah,
That
it doesn't
makes me
pain me. I can't feel them.
No, he's serious. He can't.
I know he's being serious. That's the worst part.
No, it's sock,
I
sock,
love it.
pants, shoe, shoe, because you don't want your toes catching in the hem.
What about the shirt?
Well, you don't put those on
You
under
don't
your
put
pants.
you don't put your
Oh.
feet through your shirt.
I was wondering like the order of getting dressed because
Maybe.
Who is this kid?
That's how I button mine up and then I jump really high.
because I like if you're talking about order of getting dressed, it's pants, shirt, sock, shoe, shoe.
Oh, no, I do shirt first because I have to tuck it in. That's the only reason.
I have to tuck it in too. So underwear, undershirt, shirt,
Yeah.
sock, pants, shoe, shoe.
Because the
belt.
first time your shirt comes untucked during the day, you're done.
Yeah.
It never goes back
I mean,
in right.
You might as well just
You're
go to
done.
sleep.
You're done. Just take the rest of the day off,
You're done.
put some shorts on, go sit in the recliner.
Yep.
You're done. Okay, Stock, are you ready for...
Hold on. This is you guys are gonna call me crazy because I've made an observation.
Hey,
You
Craig,
are crazy.
I think he's crazy.
I thought we were going to do it together. You are crazy.
I've made an observation that sets me apart from you two. Okay.
More than one, hopefully.
He can feel his feet.
Yeah, there's one.
He's not old.
Yeah. Doesn't look like Sasquatch.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah, born
Pant-
ready.
Pants, watch, shirt,
Oh, wow.
sock, shoe.
Well, you're just a sadist at that point.
No, watches always last.
I typically put my watch on right after my pants.
That's how his screen time gets to be so...
Right out of the
so
shower.
huge.
Oh, gotta get my watch on.
Let's
No,
see
he
what-
wears it in the shower. It's water resistant.
I don't wear this thing in the shower. Absolutely not. Let's see what my screen time is for today, shall we?
This is
Okay.
midnight to now.
Midnight to now.
Yes.
Okay, today's not been too bad. Only an hour and 28 minutes.
Oh, barely at all.
But my daily average for this week, 5 hours and 45 minutes.
Hey, compared to some of your peers,
It's probably pretty low. Actually.
yeah, we had a 14-hour one the other day.
Craig.
Yeah, it
14
wasn't me.
hours?
I'm sure it has been
Even if, you
sometimes,
count,
though.
even if you counted the
You've-
time I spent on my PC gaming, that
Yeah,
wouldn't
right.
count in.
You've seen how close I have to be to my technology in order to read it. I'm not doing this for 14 hours. All right, here's my pitch, Stock. Are you
Okay.
ready?
Go for it.
Do you want to be on camera right now so I can get your reaction, or do you want me to pitch it while I'm on camera?
Well, I think I pretty well know what it is, but you can put me on.
Do you? I think I pitched it to you before.
No, I think the creative writing kids were telling me about it.
Were you guys talking about it during your picnic?
We might
Somebody
have.
was talking about it.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, put me on. I'll
Okay. So
react like I've never heard it
So
before.
I think legitimately we're to the point where kids are going so many different directions.
Mhm.
There's so many time conflicts.
Mhm.
There's so many outside influences.
Mhm.
They don't want to or can't get together before school and after school and all this
Mhm.
stuff. That I think it's time we stop doing the senior play, and we do a senior movie instead. Yeah, I know you've heard it. That was a good Macaulay Culkin reaction though. Home Alone
No,
1.
I think it's a good idea.
So that way, you get all the kids involved that want to be involved.
Yeah.
We can have radio, TV edit it. That can be their final, and then you show it one time. You show it on the big screen in the NPR, full sound.
No.
Sell popcorn.
No. Get me involved. We'll make it like a French film premiere.
I would love to make it like a full night with an MC and everything. I think that'd be a blast.
And then I'll just stand there with a glass of wine like this.
Yeah,
I was actually
have the
talking-
producer talk about it at the beginning and kind of make it a full thing.
I was talking to my parents about this.
Yeah.
And my mom said that when she was in high school, they did like the seniors all served dinner. Maybe it wasn't my mom. Maybe it was my aunt. It was one of them. They served dinner.
Somebody served dinner at some point.
Yeah.
Like Studio Movie Grill.
The seniors made and served dinner.
Flicks Brew? What's it called?
Flicks Brew House, yeah.
Flicks Brew House, yeah.
I think they're still open
Okay.
because they closed during COVID. I think they're open again.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a fantastic place.
Yeah.
It's a blast.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Because Fine Arts Festival did that a couple years where they served Mexican
did.
food as like a preview, and then they did their concert.
Mhm.
That was Mr. Calcamugio days.
Yep.
Yeah. That's been a minute now.
Yep.
So I think it's a good idea, Stock. Spread the word.
I've been advocating hard for it
Yeah.
these past couple of days.
Apparently in creative writing.
In between practicing his lines.
We do
between
anything
orange eating and setting out blankets and
You could have done a skit during the play, the proper way to open an orange.
how to
Okay.
peel an orange.
Because I actually peel my oranges. I take a knife, and if these are the two, like if this is the top of the orange, the stem, and the bottom, right? I put it on its side, cut it in half, and then you can almost bend the oranges out.
Oh, I just do that anyway. I just rip them.
Is that before or after your socks?
This is part of the morning routine.
Right before.
Oh
First
my
thing I
God.
do when I wake up.
You guys are clowns. Last thing I want to mention before we sign off.
Okay.
Think about your final words while I'm
Okay.
pitching this. Maryland's Village open.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Maryland
yes.
Village open. I have been there 11 straight days now.
Delicious food.
Oliver's had food there. Stock has had food there. I've had several meals there. So has Mr. Haig, and we've not come down with salmonella or anything yet.
The cherry pie is amazing.
Cherry pie is amazing.
Who makes the
Strawberry
pies?
rhubarb. It's a farm outside of Attica.
Okay.
They do a great job.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
All the meats from Coal Creek
Amazing.
Country Store
This
outside of
week they have
Petersburg.
what? They have
Bologna. They have jalapeno loaf. They have Cajun turkey.
I'm
and
talking about pies.
pies. They have rhubarb, strawberry rhubarb,
And-
typically apple, cherry,
And this week they have pecan, don't they?
pecan. Yes,
Okay.
they've had that the last couple. It's very good.
Dad, come visit Covington. You can get your pecan pie.
Yeah, we'll treat you to Maryland's Village if you
Mom
get this
only
way.
makes it for
Uh,
Thanksgiving.
Yep, just want to mention that's a couple former Covington employees running the place. A great place. If you get a chance, go down.
Oh, Kelly's there too.
Kelly, Trish,
Yep.
Ryan,
Yep.
former Covington students.
Yep. All
doing
job.
a great job, and it's a super fun atmosphere,
Mm-hmm.
great experience. So go down, get you something to eat, hang out for a while. The
They-
fellowship's kind of the big part of it.
They have several ways that you can donate. You
Yep.
can honor a family member with something in
Ooh,
their
yeah,
newsletter.
in the newsletter.
They have T-shirts you can buy.
Yeah.
A lot of good opportunities down there.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
So I'd encourage you, if you get a chance, head on down. They're open from 10:30 to 3 o'clock every day.
3, yeah.
Which
3
which
or 3:30?
it's 3, unfortunately, because we can't get down there after school, or I'd be down there, multiple times a day.
Okay.
Oliver, anything you want to say before we sign off?
Thanks for having me on. This was a
Absolutely.
very enjoyable experience.
Look for Oliver on Mondays with his Neapolitan 4 broadcast. Look for him on Wednesdays with the Giga Chad broadcast. Also, we're looking forward to big things. Have you told Stock about your copyright deal?
Oh yeah.
This is big news. I want to
Okay.
get this on here before we go.
For radio TV. We're doing a final short movie,
Mhm.
and one of the stipulations was you can't have copyrighted music without permission.
Right.
And I was able to reach out to one of my favorite artists that I really like. He's a little bit smaller, and
Mhm.
get official permission to use his music.
that is so
in-
cool.
Yeah, they have a dialogue and everything.
That's
it's really neat.
cool.
How
Awesome.
cool is that?
Yeah.
I want to get that on the
Yeah, yeah.
podcast. I thought that was really, really cool.
Okay.
So taking
great.
initiative, getting that on there. Yeah, absolutely. Stock, anything you want to say before we head off? Anything we got going on that you want to mention before we? Yeah,
One-
baseball Friday.
Baseball on Friday, also at Seeger tomorrow.
Yes, doubleheader. Oh, that's gonna be forever.
Yep. And final word from my mom. She wants strawberry rhubarb because she's gross.
Oh, it's so good.
Nope.
It's dude, the straw. I don't traditionally like rhubarb that
Ooh.
much, But strawberry
Gross.
rhubarb on these pies is so good.
You people are gross.
Oh
I've
my
never had
gosh.
strawberry rhubarb, but I would be open to trying it.
Now's your chance. Now's your
I
chance.
want
Next,
cherry, blueberry, lemon, pumpkin, apple.
all in one.
One
be
after
kinda
the other
nasty.
on one plate.
One after the other.
Just
It's a
on one plate.
Stock wants a sampler platter just for himself. I love it. I love it.
Well, don't they sell cheesecakes like that?
Hey, there you go. Sam's Club does. Absolutely. I would encourage you to go down, get involved, get active, get involved. We've got all kinds of sporting events coming up. We've got the Fine Arts Festival
Covington
on Friday.
5K.
Covington 5K is June 1st.
And it supports Maryland's Village. This
They
year.
are giving money to Maryland's Village. If you were lucky enough to go down to Maryland's Village on the 26th and sign up in person for the 5K, you got your meal for free.
Yeah.
So you still get the T-shirt for the 5K. You get enrolled in the 5K for the $25, and then you get a free meal from Maryland's Village. I thought that was a pretty good deal.
Excellent.
I can't run 5K, nor do I want to walk 5K, but I will give money. So that's where I am on that. And we will see you guys on the flip side.
Bye.
Bye.